Poor road design and inexperience led to the death of a young man on this country road in Maryland. The clues left on the roadside enable an experienced investigator to put together the last few seconds of the driver's life.
As the vehicle starts into the curve, he moves forward and up and out with the center of gravity, which will actually force him out or to the apex of the curve. As we move along here, you'll see, as we get closer and closer to the edge, that there's actually a lip on the edge of the road. This is where he really starts into a problem area, because the vehicle itself is going to want to follow right along the edge of the side of the road, almost like a car on a track. As he keeps moving down through here, what's running through his mind right now is, how do I get this vehicle back up onto the roadway? This is where the left front wheel starts to come back onto the roadway again. This is where the driver's made a real hard cut to the right. At this point, he's starting to get into real trouble. What happens is, once this wheel comes back on, the two wheels aren't coming one behind the other at this point. As he's coming on, this is where the left rear wheel starts coming on. And what ends up happening is, the car has now started into a clockwise rotation. You can tell from looking at the marks on the roadway that the vehicle's equipped with snow tires. You can see the hard chink marks across here, which are from the snow tires, the edges of the snow tires marking. What's happening is he's actually loading the very edges of the tire, because as he's spinning around, leading with his left-hand side, he's moving further and further toward his peril. As the left wheels hit the ditch, it's going to start a tripping action on the vehicle. As the vehicle trips, he starts making contact with the ground. And you can see spots in the ground now where he's plowed his way through, headed to final rest. This Jeep is probably equipped with a soft top, because we're seeing just minor marks as he's coming up and through. He finally ends up coming to rest over here. The bad news is, this driver never had a seatbelt on. At that point, without the seatbelt on, going through those rolling actions that he's gone through, he's been partially ejected at this point. And as he's partially ejected, he's rolling with the vehicle, because he'll stay again, moving at the same masses as what the vehicle moves at, and he's wrapping up with it. As he comes to rest, face down on the ground with the Jeep on top of him. What we do know at this point is that he died of asphyxiation. What we don't know is whether the asphyxiation is a result of the burning and the breathing smoke around him, or what probably happened is, with this guy face down in the dirt and a 2,000-pound Jeep sitting on top of him, he's not going to be able to breathe. So this is where this 26-year-old male loses his life, right here on this spot.